This is the KRUI News at Noon, brought to you in part by the Daily Iowan. This is KRUI, Iowa City.
It is 12 noon. The temperature in Iowa City is 55 degrees, and for KRUI, I'm Greta Meyle with the latest news.
And I'm Nick Moffitt. Ebola continues to spread at a hospital in Dallas.
Senate hopeful Joni Ernst is bringing a big name to campaign for her in Iowa today.
And after a homecoming to remember, see how Iowa matches up with Maryland.
All these are coming up on your KRUI Noon News.
A simple breach in protocol has doubled the number of cases of Ebola nationwide. Lately, doctors have been carefully monitoring the disease and keeping potential patients in isolation. But one doctor treating the first case of Ebola in Texas contracted the disease over the weekend despite wearing protective gear. Officials are unsure what allowed the disease to spread, but are monitoring up to 50 people who had close contact with the patient.
The Islamic State group has threatened to behead an American medical worker if his parents cannot meet their demands. Now today, the parents said in an interview that though they've done all they can to help free their 26-year-old son, their lack of money and power has made them unable to meet those demands. The family said they received a recording of their son a couple weeks ago, saying his time was running out. Because the beheading threat was a response to U.S. bombing attacks, the family said, unfortunately, the demands are beyond them. They expressed their heartbreak this morning on CBS News.
The UI will be expanding its international influence by opening the doors of a cultural center in China. The programs the center offer will teach about American and Iowan culture to students and tourists in the country. The center is made possible through a grant awarded to the UI by the U.S. State Department. It will be filled with reading materials, computer access, and presentation facilities. Though the center is currently experiencing organizational problems, if everything stays on course, the program will continue into 2016.
Students may dread the use of clickers, but according to a study from a UI professor, they may help students be better learners. The study from Professor William Hedgecock in the College of Business looked at attendance, quizzes, and student surveys to analyze the effectiveness of the technology. He said the advantage of the clickers is that they keep students engaged and learning in large classroom settings. Students who don't use clickers are less likely to attend class. Professors may be more likely to use the clickers after the study.
Students at Iowa City High School have raised over $1,200 to send high school drama students in Ferguson, Missouri to their state thespian festival. Drama director Troy Peters said it's important for racial issues to be talked about on the stage. The City High Drama Club will be putting on The Diviners this weekend with the aim to raise even more money for the cause.
And the wait for Apple Pay may be over. Mac Rumors published a memo sent to prepare Walgreens stores for its launch this Saturday. It is unclear if the launch will just pertain to Walgreens stores or will go live nationwide. Other details revealed about Apple Pay suggest you'll be able to see recent transactions, contact the bank directly, and more. Apple's iPad event occurs this Thursday, which is when many believe the launch date will be officially announced.
A new Iowa poll shows that Congressman Bruce Braley is gaining ground in the senatorial race against Joni Ernst. Braley is now just 1 point behind the Republican Ernst after a 6-point deficit was reported in the poll 2 weeks ago. Braley recently hosted First Lady Michelle Obama at a campaign event in Des Moines this weekend. The Ernst campaign is bringing in a big name of their own today. Former Republican nominee for president, Mitt Romney, will be in Cedar Rapids with Joni Ernst as she makes her final campaign push before the November election.
And last weekend, Iowa defeated Indiana 45-29 to move to 5-1 this season. The Hawkeyes exploded for 426 yards, including a 72-yard touchdown pass from Jake Rudock. The Hawkeyes gained over 200 yards on the ground for the first time this season. So an overall successful homecoming came for Iowa.
That's right, Greta, and now the Hawkeyes are receiving votes in both the Associated Press and USA Today coaches poll. Iowa will now travel on the road to take on first-time Big Ten opponent, Maryland.
Hopefully that game goes as well as the last one. This has been KRUI's Noon News. I'm Greta Meyle alongside Nick Moffitt. Have a great afternoon.
Support for KRUI is brought to you in